Hi Aquarius moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Care 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread, mind, body, and spirit, using the Cosmic Tarot deck. I'm going to clarify those 3 cards using the Tarot of a Moon Garden deck. And at the end of your reading, I will do an overall card from the Moonology cards. And then also a Major Arcana from the Golden Tarot deck. I've already pre-shuffled all of the decks. I'm going to shuffle the first deck just a few more times, split the deck, and we will begin your read. But before I do that, I would like to speak on the beautiful earthy background that we have here, as Virgo moons are being featured in the Spotlight series, where we are giving honor, recognition, and thanks, taking the time to really embrace and appreciate our wonderful tribe members and the beautiful energy that is supplied on an everyday basis as a collective here. So with Virgo moons, the channeling that I got was connected to some great health here, incorporating more fruits and vegetables and good herbs, wonderful things from the earth into our atmospheres. With the beauty that we have here, I was just getting mainly that, just seeing the visual of these fruits and vegetables, and we have the herb Fennel here, that's putting this beauty into our bodies. This is the energy of what can become us, and then also the distribution of that energy back to Mother Gaia in return, and that being a part of the as within, so is without energy. But then also the energy of cleansing and detoxing and being able to gain more clarity when it comes to our senses. That's going to assist us and help us to move forward, making the best decisions for ourselves. Fennel is a Virgo herb, and it's very well known for its healing properties, for purification, and then also for protection. And I did find a pretty good article related to fennel. I have fennel seeds here alongside the blue gems there, the lovely sapphires. And so some of the nutrients, I'll just mention, some of the nutrients that fennel contains are fiber, potassium, calcium, phosphorus, sodium, iron, histidine, magnesium, zinc, niacin, vitamin K, vitamin B6, beta-carotene, and vitamin A. Beautiful properties here, and I do feel this is possibly one of the underestimated herbs that does not really get used a whole lot. So Virgo moon's wanting to present this beautiful energy for us all to assist us as we move forward. If you know any Virgo moons, do send them some love. I will leave the information that I found along with the traditional information that I leave for the Spotlight series in the description box. Let's get to your shuffle here for Aquarius moons. Let's do one more. All right, so for your first card for mind, King of Wands in reverse. So what I'm getting here is this just not being that of a selfish energy, wanting to get over the energy of possibly being selfish. With this King of Wands, this being a different energy for this King of Wands in this deck, you can see there's a lot of tense energy, a lot of suspect energy. I do feel this may also pertain to an energy that is connected to you, but you also healing and releasing a certain energy when it comes to a King of Wands state of mind here. that I do feel is more on a different level than the advancement of what a King of Wands can truly represent. Being a family person, one who may also be married. So with that being said, and this being in reversal energy, there may be a lot of you out there that are wanting to release yourself from possibly a marriage. And that marriage may be toxic. It may be stressful. It may give you a certain energy that isn't resonating with you, where you do want to release and move into more comfort, more happiness, less fire, and more emotion. Where there may be, with that fire, a lot of fighting. And also a false presentation. I do feel that with that marriage energy coming through, there may be some of you who actually got married just for the looks of it, for the show of it, or possibly the nature of a union coming together in the first place, not really being what it was before, and it just being a part of some, I'm getting some negative energy connected to the fire energy, and there's just being a good amount of tension. And so with this reversal, I'm just getting that you wanting to release this particular King of Wands energy here, where it can be aggressive and a good fighting energy, not wanting to fight. Getting away from so much red, where your color representation is blue. So working out a balance here too as well when it comes to magnetism and electricity, and working yourself through this process here. Wanting more balance when it comes to your mental state here, and not wanting to fight. So that's a good energy. That's I do feel that's a part of the healing energy. I was seeing the flower here too. Not wanting to fight and wanting some healing, wanting to release yourself from a particular relationship, marriage, some kind of union that has a lot of red energy, a lot of fire, a lot of ferociousness, a good amount of aggressiveness. And even with the reversal, possibly not an opportunity of healing here. So wanting more of that for yourself. And this being a part of a process here for your mind. Let's see what we have for your second card for your body. We have Temperance in reverse. This being about impatience. So you pretty much have had it, is what I'm getting with this being in reverse. Upright, this is about being patient. I do feel that you've been very patient for quite a while, and you're no longer wanting to wait on energy that is surrounding you that's toxic, that's not serving you. And with the patience, I do feel that you've had a lot of patience, to where this has been the normal routine for you. You taking an energy, possibly being connected in a union or some kind of partnership that has been very aggressive and full of red energy, that Mars energy. Mars being the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. So it could be a combination of both of those, and you just wanting to be done when it comes to having patience, having, like, you're pretty much spent when it comes to a connection here. And this speaking as you being impatient, now ready to take action, taking the fire from this particular energy when it comes to your mind and putting it towards that healing energy that I was picking up on, and wanting to put more of that energy into yourself rather than fighting or battling or having to calm the waters, balance the energy. This is also connected to star energy, where the star card is your energy. It's Aquarius energy. And the reason I say it's related to that is the energies are very similar here, with the alchemization, with the balancing, transmuting negative energies and returning them back to the earth. I feel that you have done this enough for a particular situation or person, and you're over it. Completely over it. That being a card of 14, that 1 and that 4 connect to bring that 5 energy. 5s being about transformative change, but then also adventure. So maybe being a part of something that's not resonating, where you're done fighting, you're tired of fighting, you feel like maybe you're always fighting and you want to move into more adventure and expand. That being your energy of air, you wanting to expand, maybe that fire just being too much for you here. It's been, and again, it's been a long time where I feel you've dealt with that and not really being able to embrace your true energy of the air and being able to distribute yourself in the way that you'd like to experience life in the way that you'd like to. Maybe having that impression when you had first started a partnership, a union, a marriage. And I should mention Wands energy is Leo energy, Sagittarius, Aries, and a Fucus. So that strong Mars coming through with the Aries energy. So maybe strong Aries, but then also too your polarity energy of Leo. So this being a part of shadow energy here. Possibly too, what I'm getting, seeing the amount of earth energy and the ground energy that's coming through with that connection I was getting with you wanting to be more into the air energy of you and that expansion. Some of you could be flying. You could be traveling somewhere, flying somewhere, or making plans to travel and fly and have some fun. Let's see what we have for your third card for Spirit. We have the Prince of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, you speaking your truth. I feel also too, you're also navigating. I'm seeing you as a navigator. Really getting into learning some new things where there may have been distractive energies connected to what was coming through in that mental energy and a sense of fighting and battling. That being so cloggy that you hadn't really had the time to sit down or take a dive into learning something new, experiencing something new, meeting new people. But I am getting this about being about learning something new here. And then your energy, I'm seeing your symbol here. This is your energy here in the Swords. So a beautiful representation of how you're feeling within your spirit here. Ready to speak your truth, ready to expand, ready to get into some new things and learn new things for yourself. And with the Prince energy, that representing Knight energy, that being about the defensive energy. So you defending your element of air. And if you notice, the earth energy that I was just speaking on, connected to that Temperance card, that being behind you. Maybe you also reflecting, you may have had certain dreams and goals that you put to the side in connection to a partnership or a relationship when it came to a particular King of Wands energy outside of you. That being over with that reversal there too. And you putting your foot down, getting back to what it is that you love, what it is that you may have put to the side, and now wanting to return to this and really dive into this, learn, increase your knowledge and your wisdom so that you can really be comfortable in what it is that you are wanting to do, having that knowledge and that experience and that familiarity. And this bringing you a good amount of joy and abundance. With that abundance, I do feel that's going to be also very connected to your finances too. So you're just getting back to the truth of you and following your dreams. Getting back to those goals that, again, you may have put to the side. And now doing some study and definitely speaking your truth, unafraid to speak your truth with that Prince energy representation and the aggressive energy. Taking that aggressiveness from fighting, putting it into speech, communication, truth, and also being strong in your truth, not wavering away from this. Even maybe possibly getting to the truth of a situation when it comes to that King of Wands energy that's coming through in your mental energy. and delivering some truth. Just being truth and doing you. That blue representation is all about you, and that was coming through. I love it. It's all here, and it's all you. You could have Gemini energy here too as well. That being connected to the yellow. And then also a very strong Saturn energy. You learning lessons from the experiences that you have had. I do feel with this being about shadow work. You learning lessons and realizing the truth of situations, getting back to the truth of you and putting you first. And this also, I feel, is contributing to the increase of you being healthier as well. Releasing stress, releasing any kind of tension or worry. That being here with that King of Wands in reverse, you being over it, you no longer being patient when it comes to a particular situation that has possibly kept you held back in some kind of way or limited. You moving away from this and having this beautiful spirit from within, this totally being you here. With the representation of the Aquarius energy and then the blue and the swords. And I'm going to move this up here. Let's get to your clarifiers. We'll clarify the King of Wands in reverse. Five of Cups. So there being energy of missing energy. I do feel this is about, I strongly feel this is about the energy outside of you. With that reversal and you being over it. With you being over this situation and this particular energy. And this does not have to be, it could be in a partnership. It could also be in a relationship here. Or it could be both. It could be in all aspects of your life. But you being over this energy here, and by removing yourself mentally as well as physically, there's a missing energy here as a result. And I'm hearing Joni Mitchell's "Don't It Always Seem to Go That You Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone." And that being a part of that patient energy, I felt that you were patient enough and giving way too much time to this energy, giving them way too many chances and opportunities to make a change from within themselves, and that affecting your overall mental state. So you taking care of this, and now we have that as a result. That 5 energy was coming through, connected to the Temperance, with that being a 14. Cups energy, this being a part of a detriment of emotion here, where I'm not getting this as being you. I do feel this is about the energies that you have left behind that were of toxicity, connected to 3 of Cups here, where there may have been some selfishness, getting involved in other activities and events, and not really including you, like taking you for granted, seeing those 2 of Cups there. And now they're seeing those 2 of Cups. I do feel this is a part of your energy that's connected to that energy facing towards the West energy. This being all you here, where I feel that you've moved forward, getting back to the truth of you here, this being far beyond these energies here. So we have water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a Fucus. With the connection to Mars, I will say strong Scorpio is coming through here. Let's clarify the Temperance in reverse. And look what we have. King of Staffs. This is that King of Wands. Temperance being a card of Sagittarius. I am getting this being about the upright energy, with this being a different energy of a King of Staffs. where this is more of your energy and the transmutation of what you experience with this King of Wands in reverse energy, you being over it, you taking your power back, and the representation of a King of Wand, King of Staff energy from within you. Staffs or wands or rods, representing fire, that being a part of your polarity energy, you being successful in the shadow work. Some of you may have a pet that is, I'm hearing quite unique, or it may be a little feisty. But I do feel you take your pet with you everywhere that you go. But these are very similar energies. That's what I'm picking up as this being you and the transmutation of what you experienced when it came to your mental state. And I did mention that this energy here, with this being in a different deck, comes off totally different. This being very reflective energy, you doing shadow work related to your past, getting back to your dreams and goals here. This being a part of that Ace of Wands that's being held, connected to the Sword of Truth, the truth within you here. You getting back to what it is that you love and what you enjoy, and what you may have put to the side due to a partnership or a relationship that was keeping you busy with a lot of aggressiveness and fighting, unnecessary fighting. And you also representing with the overcoming and the success that you have come through by standing up and taking a stand for yourself here. You being rewarded and coming into more of that king status there with the fire representation of Leo. So being brave and being courageous, being a true, gentle, loving energy, and a strong representation of a good leader. Having the best concern for others. And then also being looked up to and appreciated, loved, being lovable. Good, strong energy there. This is a part of Emperor energy here too. So you being a true boss as well. You may be very, very good at what it is that you do, no matter what it is that you do. And you're seen as this king for sure. But I feel connected to the energy of the Temperance in reverse and the impatience. That being about the fire from within you. You really taking a stand. And I feel the catalyst energy of this King of Wands in the mental state that was affecting you. You just glowing up and removing yourself, coming stronger into your firepower to take action and put more of that energy towards yourself. Let's clarify the Prince of Swords. Clarify the Prince of Swords. So that was coming through with that Five of Cups. We have 2 5s that make a 10. That's speaking to an ending is what I'm getting. You creating an ending and moving into a new beginning that has to do with you being put first. You putting yourself first. Getting back to what it is that you want to do. And moving more towards that. Putting that energy towards that. I do feel too with you doing this. This is a reversal energy of what you experienced. Now this being the energy of those who were a part of some toxicity that had you affected in the mental here. You really taking a stand for yourself. And now we have 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. So this energy also too, I feel is feeling left out in the cold. But this is how I feel that was being picked up here with that 5 of Cups. With the 3 of Cup energy and the selfishness of a particular energy you were connected to, more concerned about themselves, and you feeling left out in the cold at one point in your life. And because of that, that being a part of that catalyst energy, helping you to reflect into that shadow work, to be and see more of your truth, and to dive into that, to have some more fun in your life. And not just about fun, I do feel, because everything that you do is a wonderful example of living a good life, being respectful, being loved by others, loved by many. I feel, you know, you may know a lot of people, and even the people that you don't know become very accustomed to you right away just with your energy and the beautiful, genuine energy that you give. It's very healthy, it's very wholesome, it's very friendly. You're also a very beautiful person, too, is what I'm getting. Pentacles energy is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So that having to do with stability, too. So that's not only affecting your mental, but also your stability. So really moving back into a creative passion or endeavor, studying and doing the work, that being the truth of you, this being about that abundance that's coming through for you, where, again, King of Wands energy, being affected with toxicity, may have been withholding here too, seeing those 5 pentacles behind the window here. And you also realizing and seeing the truth of a situation, that not only are you able to present and bring pentacles in for yourself by doing what it is that you want to do for yourself, being in your truth, but the 5 and that 5 creating that 10, it's like you can create that 10 of cups for yourself. You can create that 10 of pentacles for yourself. You don't have to be in a 5 energy and a 5 energy all the damn time, is what I'm hearing. That being connected to you no longer being patient when it comes to this type of energy. I'm getting breadcrumbing energy as well, connected to these 5 energies. So overall, with you just removing yourself, coming more into your power, having this beautiful energy from within your spirit, the reflective energy of a 5 of Pentacles from dealing with past energies that were affecting your mental state. You're flipping the script, gaining more power, discovering more of your truth, now taking a stand for yourself, being unbothered, getting back to the essence of that young child at heart from within you and seeing what it is that you really want to do and doing that, because time is of the essence. Okay, so let's get to your moon card for Aquarius moon. Aquarius moons. Aquarius. So we have surrender to the divine, full moon, and hold your vision, fixed moon. So the shadow energy of Scorpio coming through, that being, I do feel who it is that you've been connecting to in the past, but that being the catalyst energy to help you, and that being connected to what's coming through with this message about holding your vision, that being right here. And you releasing the energy of fighting here. This is beautiful here because I channeled your title a little while ago. It's been a while. And that definitely being connected to this here. And that surrendering energy. You realizing you can only do so much and you being over it. Surrendering and releasing so that you can move into the truth of you and really start having some fun. And when I say fun, like that learning, it's you love learning. You love meeting new people, getting into new things, trying different things. You want to explore, and you're doing that. It just took a process here, connected to this King of Wands in reverse energy coming through, and that being your shadow work, you overcoming and releasing, doing a wonderful, successful job here. So let me find your reading. We'll read this one first and then this one second. And with that full moon energy, before I do read, that is about illumination. We did just have a full moon in Sagittarius on the 13th of July. And this reading is timeless, so do take what resonates for you. But that full moon is about celebrating, beautifying, producing, receiving, expressing, distributing, and that was mentioned too, and greater intuition, also surrendering. And this is on page 32, so this is another 5. You may be seeing 555. Sorry, let me pause the music here. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind. Agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface, no matter when in the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude, and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor, as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as events unfold. Attune to the moon by affirming, I am getting the answers I need. Additional meanings for this card. A wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. It's time to let go of the past and move on. The teaching. The full moon marks the climax of the lunar cycle, making this card something of a power card. The full moon is often the time when answers are given to questions asked during the new moon, and pulling this card at any time in the lunar cycle suggests answers will be coming your way before too long. Let's find the next card. And this is on page 106, the 1 and the 6 coming together to create the 7. 7s being angelic messages about you being on the right path, but then also being balanced. Okay, hold your vision. Fixed moon. There are 2 main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With 2 interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Attune to the moon by saying yes. Just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Additional meanings for this card. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. And I'm laughing because we have that temperance in reverse there. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. The teaching. In astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we each have all the star signs in our chart. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that while it's admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have, they can also be obstinate. Let me grab the major arcana to complete your reading. For Aquarius moons, beautiful cards here. I love this energy, and I hope that I'm not really saying much now, just so that it can all marinate and allow you to absorb whatever it is that's resonating for you. This is beautiful energy, and you have beautiful placement here of what's taking place. for Aquarius moons. Yeah, be strong. And that fell right over your energy and that Prince of Swords there. And that did come through in these cards here. Continue to stay strong and stand your ground. That being a 7 energy there too, with the 7 of Wands, that 7 energy that came through. So with this Strength card, this just being more of that guidance, that you have the power. And continue to do what it is that you're doing. Putting yourself first. Transmuting any unwanted energies. With the impatience energy, continue to listen to yourself and do what's best for you. I'll just put it that way. And listen to your intuition just as you have been, if not even more. I do feel with the Virgo moon energy and the backing of the fruits and vegetables, that may be one of the tools that could be very assistant towards you, even with the Fennel energy here too. So taking in this wonderful outside support that's coming through for you, I feel this is a part of that internal working from you, really taking a stand for yourself here. And the goodies coming through to help you, to support your team coming through for you, to continue to help you to stay strong. You got this. This being a card of 11, this being your energy here, 11th house energy here. You got this. I'm going to leave, let's see, we'll leave this here. You have got this, Aquarius moons. Keep doing what you're doing. And hopefully these messages were helpful for you. This was your reading. Let's see what we have on the bottom. 6 of Swords, moving away from what no longer serves you. But notice too the gracefulness energy here, being in that connection, that being about the breathing, the meditating and staying calm, that internal work from within yourself. Instead of putting that fighting energy and having that battle in the mind there, releasing that energy and surrendering. And we see the beauty of what can take place and what is taking place as you do this for yourself, but then also for others, so that there is no tension and that there is a good flow and more sunlight and happiness that's coming through. Healing as well. On the bottom here, we have the King of Swords. Possible too that you were dealing with that King of Wands in reverse. I'm getting overall this being about an Emperor in reverse that you've been dealing with, and them just having complete reversal when it comes to all 4 kings from within themselves. And that being that extensive shadow work for you to help you to come into putting more love and endeavor into yourself and seeing what it is that you want for yourself, so that you can bring more of that abundance and contentment back into your life. But that King of Swords in reverse, that's a strong representation of just contributing. It's almost like a connect to the aggressiveness. But this being about speech and affecting the mind as well. That being there. You got this. So again, Aquarius moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, and empowering. Sorry, I'm just being guided to. We have the Death card here. So the death of a situation coming through for you. This, I feel, the message is just wanting to come through as I'm talking to continue to provide you with confirmation that you're doing well. Stay strong. So again, I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. And welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.